All right, folks, good morning. All right, let's get started here. Looks like the broadcast was not published correctly, so I just had to create a new one this morning. So apologize for that. But let's roll since we're running late. So for Tuesday, June the 10th, today we have the following. At 6 a.m. we had NFIB Small Business Index, which came in better than expected. This is not an important report. At 4 p.m., President Trump will be speaking. Due to speak at the 250th anniversary of the United States Army in Fort Bragg. And then after that, we have some news that's coming out after market close. So again, sorry, this broadcast was not scheduled correctly, but I see you guys are jumping in now. All right, so let's take a look at the markets. We're just going to have to rush through this. Markets are poised to open basically slightly higher than where they closed yesterday. Yesterday's action was neutral. The day before that was neutral. So for the most part, we haven't seen much movement, and trading action has been less than ideal, but it is what it is. So taking a look at the stocks we located yesterday, we located two stocks. All right, first up was STX. Now this one was put into the announcement, so it was a bullish opportunity. However, it wasn't able to keep going to our target number 2. It passed target number 1, no problem, but eventually topped out at 132.23 and stopped us out before it could make the bigger run. And then we also located ARM. I wasn't able to put out an alert for this one, but I did notify the room if a pullback had occurred to a certain level, that's where we should enter. That pullback did occur, but it happened while I was not looking at that particular stock. And this stock was able to get to target number 2, reached a high of 141.32. Target number 2 is 140.89. So anyone who caught that on the entry opportunity obviously did well. All right, having said that, let's just take a quick look at the pre-market. We have the following stocks that are coming up on my radar. AIHS is currently under $1 per share, so that will not qualify for our radar, but otherwise the criteria were correct. So it may qualify later, but it does not right now. APLD, that is only down 0.61%, so nothing there. CTXR, this one's currently down about 30%, but it's under $1 per share as well, so that one doesn't qualify. EVGN is currently up 86% roughly on 51.5 million shares, trading at $1 per share, so we'll definitely add that to our pre-market radar. The symbol again is EVGN. Next up is GELS, which is currently up 28% on 22.1 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add GELS to our list. Next up is KLTO, which is presently up 41% on 64 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add KLTO to our list. Next up is LAES, which is presently up 6.4% on 1.9 million shares. It's at least $1 per share, so we'll add LAES to our list. Next up is MEGL, which is currently up 73.3% on 43.4 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add MEGL to our list. Next up is MGNX, which is presently up 21% roughly on 10.1 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we'll add MGNX to our list. Next up is NVIDIA. Actually, not NVIDIA, sorry. Well, let me check what it's NVIDIA's at. That's only up 0.44%. Next up is NVTS. That is currently up 11.78% on about 7.8 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that in VTS to our list. Next up is NVVE, which is presently down 3.48%. So we'll skip that one. Next up is ONDS, which is presently down 13.11% on 4 million shares. It's at least $1 per share as well. So we'll go ahead and add that to our radar, ONDS. Next up is Plug Power, PLUG, which is presently up about 13% on 16.4 million shares, and it's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add Plug Power, PLUG to our list. And next up is Tesla. Okay, that's up about 2%, so not up enough. TSLL is up 3.84%. Okay, so next up is Xena. That's currently at 15.4% on 2.7 million shares, above $1 per share. So we'll add ZENA to our list. All right, folks, if you see any other stocks meeting all 4 of our criteria, other than the stocks already mentioned, please let me know in the chat. Here are the 4 stocks. So if you see any other stocks meeting all 4 criteria, go ahead and let me know in the chat. We'll take a look. Okay, let's take a look at those. WINT, currently up 83% or 81%, something like that, on 52 million shares, at least $1 per share. Just barely, but it's going up right now, so we'll add WINT to our list. MRIN, that's currently up 48% on 16.6 million shares, at least $1 per share, so MRIN is mentioned, or added to our list. Next up is KLTO. That's currently up 44% on 64.4 million shares, at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add KLTO to our list. Next up is GELS, which is presently up 29% on 22.2 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add that to our list. Next up is DGXX, which is currently up 8.6% on 1.4 million shares. It's at least $1 per share. So we'll go ahead and add DGXX to our list. Lastly, we have CTXR, which is presently down 25%, 25.5% on 1.4 million shares, and it is at least $1 per share. So we'll add that to our radar, CTXR. All right, so we'll have to wrap up for today's Premarket Pulse. Please be sure to like the video. I see we have 5 likes, more than 5 people watching. Please be sure to hit that like button. It greatly helps us with the YouTube algorithm. Also, subscribe to the channel so you get notifications like you did today in case we publish a new video. And if anyone's watching this video on a replay and you're not familiar with our company, check out fundertrading.com, our website. You'll see a link in the description to this video. Other than that, for everyone as part of the coaching program, I'll see you there in about 15 minutes, and we'll pick up for today's session. All right, folks, have a great trading day. I'll see you for tomorrow's Pre-Market Pulse. Take care.